Hey traders, I wanted to share with you the trades that I took to profit $1,400 across my 5 Lucid Pro funded accounts and why I was going long today and looking for longs when everyone else in the chat was telling me to go short. I had lots of people asking me why I was looking for longs, so I wanted to use this video to explain it and tell you guys why I had so much confidence in these trades. All right, so end of the day, lots of stuff going on the chart. Bear with me here. If you watch the live stream, I took these trades live on stream today. I did get chopped up a little bit in the beginning, but I had a lot of conviction in longs and they ended up working out. So the first 2 trades, the market opened pretty bearish. If you scroll back to, this was the market open right here at about 8:30. This was the market open candle. Looking back at the previous overnight session, we were trending up. We had just been grinding up. We had made a new all-time high. So coming into the market open, I was looking for a pullback to enter long. And ignore the rest of price action after the 9:30 open. I had drawn a little red dot at this level right here. Because if you look at where VWAP was at 9:30, it was right at Friday's point of control. And it was also a high volume node. So this level right here, I was definitely watching this area and I had a lot of confidence that we would bounce at this area. So let me show you the high volume node. If you look at the visible range volume profile, I'm gonna zoom out to a higher time frame. Let me turn all this off so you can actually see it with a clean chart. So here's the visible range volume profile. And I was looking at this area right here. So you can see this level right here had a high volume node right there. That's what I was looking at. So let me turn everything back on. And you can see why I had that level marked off, right? Right here. Sorry, my cursor's in the wrong spot. This is where that high volume node was. So high volume node, I just released a video on this. That can serve as support. So there was the high volume node support. There was point of control from Friday's previous session, which a lot of times can serve as support because there's a lot of volume there. And VWAP was sitting right there. So I was looking for longs. I did get chopped up a little bit. I took this trade a couple times to get it right the first time. So 2 longs here, got stopped out at break even on both of those just because I moved my stop loss a little bit too soon. It would have worked out though. Got flipped a little bit and did end up taking a short. Shouldn't have listened to everyone in the chat. But the trade that ended up working out was the failed auction. So a failed auction is the first 60 minutes of the trading session, so of the New York session. So from 9:30 Eastern to 10:30 Eastern, you take the high and the low of that first hour, and you have the initial balance high and the initial balance low. So the initial balance low was this white line right here. We broke outside of the range just slightly and then closed back within the range. So again, I was excited about that trade and entering long because it bounced off of this area where I had lots of confluence for it going long, and it was a failed auction, which is an awesome like A+ setup. I will take it every single time. And I took it all the way back up to, I actually took it back up to all-time high and scaled out a little bit. So I took some off at previous day high at about 25,200, took some off at the initial balance high, scaled out a little bit more at all-time high, and that is how I ended up locking in those profits on this account. And that's why I had so much confidence and conviction in the trade to go long when everyone else was looking for shorts. So for those of you who are asking in the chat why I was looking for longs, hopefully that gives you a little bit more information and detail about it. If you have any questions, feel free to chime in the chat. If you want more expansion on the initial balance or visible range volume profile or anything like that, feel free to join me live every day. I do trade at the New York Open at 9:50 here on this channel. So hit that subscribe button and you'll get notified when I go live. And then check the description below. I do have a Discord too where I share all of these levels and I share my trading plan every single day before the next session. All right, take care. Trade safe.